Hello, beautiful Aries. Welcome to Free Your Soul Tarot. We're going to do a quick check-in on May and what we see coming, and how we can help make May a little bit easier for you guys. As you know, we have some very strong energies in May that are going to come into play. We've had our first eclipse. The new moon is already done, and now we're heading into Venus in Aries, as well as the Pluto retrograde. So lots of energies coming up in May. Let's do a quick energy check-in. Bottom of the deck, beautiful. 9 of Cups, fulfillment, lots of self. Okay, cards are already starting to fly and flipping over for me. I love when Spirit does the work for me and I don't have to do as much. Okay, beautiful. The Sun. I'm seeing some very strong energies. I love this. I always find Aries, this is just me being impressed, I'm not taking that many, and I usually wait for them to fall fully on the table before I accept them, but at the bottom of the deck, 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so a little bit of the juggling of, life maybe. As we all know, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, we come out of hibernation at the end of April sometimes, and then real life starts to, life starts to come and join the party, and we have to dance to that rhythm. Okay, so I'll clarify with the sort of radiant Rider-Waite. These are just small, like, little cards here. They're like typical Rider-Waite, but just maybe I'd say brushed up a little bit more, so there isn't as many harsh lines on it as the typical Rider-Waite deck. Okay, so what I am seeing though is you are coming out of some Hanged Man and resting energies, and you're moving into something that is quickly going to take you to a place that you never maybe. You've been working towards it, but you haven't always thought that it's going to happen. And now you're kind of sitting on the wheel, teeter-tottering back and forth because it's coming. And I'm seeing sort of like 2 teeter-totter energies with the 2 of Pentacles as well, which is pretty much, I consider this like, there's the number 8 almost with the moon up here and the pentacle down there. So it's kind of like life goes up and down. Life has waves in it, right? So there is a lot of rest that you've probably had over the last few, I would say, months, and the universe put you in there. So technically I've seen 2 introspection energies. This is kind of like introspection, take care of myself, self-love. And then literally universe goes, well, that's great. We're going to put you in the Hanged Man now because we're really taking you upside down. And I love this deck, and I don't know if this camera is going to capture it, but you can almost see the lines from the dots on this card, and you can kind of see them move into the dots on this card. So literally you can follow the story here. So your perspective has completely changed from where it used to be. You took some time to rest. You took some time to deliberate, understand. You were shown a completely different perspective. When you're upside down, like literally the universe takes away a lot of distractions and it puts you in a place where it forces you to see something from a different perspective. That is always a good thing because at the end of the day, that helps you get all this divine knowledge, and you can see that this person's head is lit up. So their intuition is on fire, right? Like they are connected to source in that sense. Coming out of that though, there's some hard work that's going to start, and you are putting in the hard work. You're not afraid to put in the hard work, and that is going to help the Wheel of Fortune turn in your favor. I think what Spirit is sort of guiding me to say here is they want you to not get too stuck in your head about the direction you want to take. So I'm going to leave this here because I think this is one of the cards that I will deliberate on. And I do see the King of Cups and the 3 of Wands here, but also at the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing 9 of Wands. So there's a lot of kind of defensiveness maybe towards change because you are ready. But then at the same time, when you're ready, you're kind of stoically sitting. Like the King of Cups is not taking action. He just sits there with the cups sitting out like there. He's not really, like, I would not call him the most action-oriented king of all the kings in the deck, right? His eyes are closed. He's introspective. He's completely, like, I would say he's the meditating king, honestly. He's pulled himself out of the situation. However, you are ready. You have knowledge of what you want. You're waiting for your ships to come in, but there seems to be a bit of hesitation, and that's what I'm picking up on here. Quite a bit, actually. I'm picking up on it here with the Two of Pentacles, teeter-tottering. This is just the circle of life, right? Basically, there's a number 8, which is an infinity, and life goes down, and then life goes up again, and then life goes down again, and then life goes up again. And that's the sort of motion of life. But if you don't make a move, if you don't take action, you can get stuck in that motion and not actually move forward. So while it's amazing that you're meditative, you can't be paralyzed. And I think that is what Spirit is trying to say. So let me clarify this Two of Pentacles a little bit, and then maybe we can clarify a little bit more of what the wheel, once it turns, what it's going to bring. I am seeing some shady Seven of Swords cards and 10 of Wands. So let's give this a quick shuffle. Could I please clarify the Two of Pentacles for my beautiful Aries? Okay. All right, so okay. So we got 3 cards. All right. Okay, I understand why you might be a little confused. So we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands really is starting to stand up for what you believe in. We don't fully understand what this person is defending against, but you definitely see this person is in a defensive stance, and it's almost like they're saying, stay away, I'm guarding my thing, I'm guarding my land, I'm protecting myself. So there might be some self-preservation in this Two of Pentacles, because I think when we stand on the edge of the wheel and we know change is imminent, there is a moment where we know things are going to change completely, and change can be scary for people. So that is where we can go into our head, and I go through it all the time, where I am like teeter-tottering between, I know what is right for me, I know what'll make me feel good if I just made the change, but change is scary, and I will get into the stance sometimes. I think what's potentially coming, and this is how I'm reading this energy. So you guys, if this doesn't resonate with you or something else comes to your mind as I'm showing you the cards, go with your gut, okay? Like, this is one interpretation of what the energy is telling me. The energy is showing that there is a 10 of Cups and Justice. Now, I rarely would say this, but I feel like there's someone's 10 of Cups is coming to an end. And I think that is why they are being so defensive. They are almost becoming introspective and going back into themselves instead of pushing through, because this could be painful, right? 10 of Cups is where you have happiness. This is where you have the rainbow. You have all 10 cups. Your cups are full. You are self-sufficient. You are happy. And Justice is kind of like legal karma, right? Like, it's legality, it's karma, it's equal give and take. So I think there might be an ending coming of something that brings somebody happiness or has brought somebody happiness in the past. And since they have started healing and had this different perspective in the Hanged Man, they no longer feel the same level of happiness that it used to bring, which puts them into an introspective sort of teeter-tottering state. They know what they want. They are just waiting for their ships to come in. They're standing at the edge and they're hesitating. And actually, if I go a little bit further into the deck, they are defensive as well, but they, like, this fence is not keeping anybody out. They are defensive and holding themselves back, but they know the truth. There's the Queen of Swords is right there. She knows the truth. Her katana is ready to be like taken out. She also has like intuition on her side. Honestly, if you go through this, it will bring you happiness, because I'm seeing some more cards, but I tend not to read that far down into the deck because I find at some point the cards just become gibberish a little bit. So I would say it's going to be hard during the month of May, because you have this new perspective. You're working towards something new. That brings you to the edge of that wheel turning. And as soon as that wheel turns, you're going to have to make a decision on something that you've held and cherished for a very long time. It could be anything. I'm not even saying that it is a very drastic thing. It could be just that coffee maker that you've loved and has given you happiness and given you the best coffee of your life for the last 10 years. And now you have to all of a sudden, throw it out because you can't descale it and it doesn't work anymore, or it burns. or like, I don't know, maybe it's just not creating the same types of coffees that you would like. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to say that not everything is dire. Take whatever resonates and just listen to the message without going full scale on like making changes when you see a reading. I just wanted to put that out there. It's a disclaimer that I've always felt is really important, because I think as tarot readers, as light workers, as energy readers, we have a responsibility to make sure that people still live in their day-to-day lives. We can have an understanding of how energy works and spirit works, but that doesn't mean that we don't have to live in the 3D. We have to balance both. And this could very easily translate to a job situation. I know cups are not usually job related, but if it brings you happiness, yes, it is. Maybe you love your coworkers and you enjoy working with them every day. They're the reason why you actually want to stay with the company that you're in, but you know that it's time to leave because something better is coming. It could be something like that. It doesn't always have to be very dire, and no drastic measures need to be made. Just feel the energy, feel how it resonates with you, and you will know when that energy actually hits you in the right way, and that message kind of triggers in a right way, triggers without creating panic, triggers in the way of like, I know, I can sense this. This is not my reading. This is my reading. She's kind of right. So take it as it comes. Take it as you hear it. I do want to give you one card as just like a message for the rest of this month. And I'm just going to do a quick shuffle of the light seers for that. And then I'm going to let you guys go. And you guys, thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. I haven't been posting as much as I would like to, but I'm going to finally getting into the mood a little bit more of posting. Posting can take a lot of energy. Tarot can take a lot of energy, right? So, oh, Justice again. High Priestess, Justice. There's a lot of intuition coming. And with Venus in Aries, you guys, honestly, there's some beautiful abundance. And Aries is such an action-oriented sign. I find that they are the most vivacious. They represent the 0 card in the tarot within the major arcana. That is just, the beginning of a cycle. That is, you have intuition, but you're pure in a sense. You're innocent in a sense, and you just are able to take leaps of faith. And I find that so beautiful and so amazing about Aries. So just remember that feeling as you're going through it. Don't get lost in the mental ups and downs of what could happen. If it feels right in your gut, then do your research, discern, and then follow through. Okay, so can I have some cards of advice for Aries for the month of May? All right. I'm only taking one card here. You still have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, I'm still learning the camera angles. High Priestess, Pisces energy, intuition. Just listen to your gut, follow your gut, like I said. If it feels good to you, if it feels right to you, you know you're on the right track. And the card of advice given to you is the Knight of Wands. Super passionate, super energetic, super, like, the Knight of Wands, I know there's a lot of, like, player energy and this and that, but that is not what I asked this card. This card was, what is the one advice that I can give Aries? It is not to get stuck in your head. This card, this person, the Knight, this Knight of all the Knights rushes in. They go in and they do what they have to do. And if you can, try not to be super rush in and then rush back out. Try to take some time to think about it. But once you have made your mind up, do not teeter-totter. Do not go through the whole mental torture. Do not get defensive. If it feels good, rush in. Okay? Good luck with your May. I'll try and come back in here to do some mid-monthly readings and some ad hoc readings as I see the energies change. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and have a wonderful May. Bye.